Mama, 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 mama. Kozanga yonga na sambwe nanga. Mosikana yo pinanga na pasi. Mosikana yo pinanga na somo. Oh, oh. Wapio, wapio. Wapio, wapio. Kosa motema nanga ezana tombola Yesu. Kosa motema nanga ezana sanjola yo. E matina molimo nanga yo. Na yemba yonga. E kotina mabanzo nanga yo. Kosa motema nanga ezana tombola Yesu. Kosa motema nanga ezana sanjola yo. E matina molimo nanga yo. Na yemba yongai. E kotina mabanzo nanga yo. Na tombolonga abae abao abae abao igwe abobo igwe abo oh. Abenganga soba pona yo yeso dikambote. Afinganga yuma pona yo nandima dikambote. Abenganga bolole pona yo nandima dikambote. Asiposa motema nanga ezana tombola Yesu. Posa motema nanga ezana sanjola yo. E matina molimo nanga yo. Na yemba yonga. E kotina mabanzo nanga yo. Na tomboloma abae 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 abao igwe samboyo igwe amo igwe ye abobobo ibobobobo aba na boya yo nalinga nanyo papa. Manatika yo kona landana nyango. Mosikana yo banguna nanga basepelyo. Mosikana yo bandokia fami basepelyo. Akozanga yo garasuki pardon. Oh, wapio, wapio. Bana boya koshina pona yo Yesu. Na boya mokili pona yo Yesu. Baninga batikanga pona yo Yesu. Oh, wapio, 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 yondeli zibaranga. Zibangolunanga, Yesu zibangolunanga, Yesu, Yesu zibangolue, oh zibangolunyo. Hallelujah. Yondelizi bangolu nyoso Yesu. Bisika ona kolinga te kokima. Bisika ona toka kakimia motema nanga. Gloire à toi l'intarissable. Kozanga yonga na sambwe nanga Mosika na yo pinanga na pasi Mosika na yo pinanga na somo Wapio, wapio Wapio, wapio Posa motema nanga Ezana tombola Yesu Posa motema nanga Ezana sanjola yo Ematina molimo nanga yo Nayemba yonga Ekotina mabanzo nanga yo Posa motema nanga Ezana tombola Yesu Posa motema nanga Ezana sanjola yo Ematina molimo nanga yo Nayemba yongai Ekotina mabanzo nanga yo Natombolonga Abae Abao Abae Abao Igwe Agobo Igwe Ago Abenganga zoba pona yo Yeso dikambote Afinganga yuma pona yo Nandima dikambote Abenganga bolole pona yo Nandima dikambote Asiposa motema nanga Ezana tombola Yesu Posa motema nanga Ezana sanjola yo Ematina molimo nanga yo Nayemba yonga Ekotina mabanzo nanga yo Natomboloma Mosika na yo banguna nanga basepelyo Mosika na yo bandokia fami basepelyo Akozanga yo barasuki pardon Wapio, wapio Banaboya koshina pona yo Yesu Naboya mokili pona yo Yesu Baninga batikanga pona yo Yesu Wapio, wapio, wapio Hallelujah. Yonde liziba ngolu nyonso Yesu. Bisika ona kolinga te kokima. Bisika ona toka kakimia motema nanga. Gloire à toi l'intarissable.
Mozanga yonga na sambwe nanga Mosika na yo pinanga na pasi Mosika na yo pinanga na somo oh oh Wapio 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 Kosa motema nanga ezana tombola Yesu Kosa motema nanga ezana sanjola yo E matina molimo nanga yo Nayemba yonga E kotina mabanzo nanga yo Kosa motema nanga ezana tombola Yesu Kosa motema nanga ezana sanjola yo E matina molimo nanga yo Nayemba yongai E kotina mabanzo nanga yo Na tombolonga abae abao abae abao igwe abobo igwe abo oh abenganga soba pona yo yeso dikambote afinganga yuma pona yo nandima likambote oh abenganga bolole pona yo nandima likambote asiposa motema nanga ezana tombola Yesu posa motema nanga ezana sanjola yo E matina molimo nanga yo Nayemba yonga E kotina mabanzo nanga yo Na tomboloma abae 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 abao igwe samboyo igwe amo igwe ye abobobo ibobobobo aba naboya yo nalinga nanyo papa manatika yo kona landa na nyango Mosika na yo banguna nanga basepelyo Mosika na yo bandokia fami basepelyo Akozanga yo ngarasuki pardon Oh wapio wapio
Hello guys, how you guys doing? It's me, your girl GRACIA SUSUZANDE. Of course, you know me from this amazing, beautiful videos on YouTube, doing all these tutorials for you guys. And also, why not on Miss Africa GB 2018 and Miss Congo 2018? Well, right now I'm coming with something fabulous. I would like to present to you your new TV show, which is going to be called ETINCELLE. This show is going to be happening every single Friday at 7 p.m. on Abdtv. So you probably want to find out why étincelle. Well, étincelle is a French word for sparkle. For étincelle, I would like to bring light into someone's life from the dark place where they are, not knowing really who they are and where they're going, or trying to bring them into the light to really wanting to find out and get to know exactly who they are. And with that, I'll be inviting amazing people who got amazing testimony to be able to help you that is going through so much, that you feel like your life is so blurry, that you don't really know your self-identity. These people will be able to help you as themselves have gone through that, you know. So my message to you today is that God has your back. He got you and will not let you go. That you can come from somewhere and go somewhere. Étincelle. You can now catch me live on Facebook, on Abdtv, sharing the gospel around the world. Every single Friday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Connect yourself, don't miss it, as this is going to be a life changer.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, and welcome to ETINCELLE. ETINCELLE is a show that happens every single Friday at 8 p.m. and it's to invite you, to invite your loved one, to invite the nation, the countries to come over and to join us on this special edition because today we are, on our last day, on ETINCELLE when it comes to the year 2020. My name is GRACIA SUSUZANDE and I am your host of ETINCELLE. So, as you all know, we already began speaking about 2020, the theme of the month when it comes to December. Let's talk about 2020. Let's talk about 2020 because 2020 has been a year full of emotion, full of things, full of pain, full of hurt. But today is going to be different. Today is going to be a different topic and we really want to address it. If you missed our show last week, you can always catch it on YouTube on gracia.s/sucre and that's my YouTube channel. And you can also catch it on the page of Facebook, which is ETINCELLE. And there was last week I did invite a beautiful young woman, because she is married, madame she is, and her name is Chunker, a mother of one, and she is absolutely beautiful, stunning, and she had her story, she had her share when it comes to this year 2020. She spoke with all her heart, she spoke with an open heart, she expressed herself. And so if you missed it, it's never too late to go and catch up, so we can continue, obviously, so you can understand exactly where we are based today. So I'm going to give you just a short little break for you to share as much as you can, because somebody surely depends on your share, somebody surely depends on your post. So do not forget to post it on your social media, tell a friend to join us today, right now. Just giving you a little break. All right, so don't go anywhere, we're coming back.
Hello guys, how you guys doing? It's me, your girl GRACIA SUSUZANDE. Of course, you know me from this amazing, beautiful videos on YouTube, doing all these tutorials for you guys. And also, why not on Miss Africa GB 2018 and Miss Congo 2018? Well, right now I'm coming with something fabulous. I would like to present to you your new TV show, which is going to be called ETINCELLE. This show is going to be happening every single Friday at 7 p.m. on Abdtv. So you probably want to find out why étincelle. Well, étincelle is a French word for sparkle. For étincelle, I would like to bring light into someone's life from the dark place where they are, not knowing really who they are and where they're going, or trying to bring them into the light to really wanting to find out and get to know exactly who they are. And with that, I'll be inviting amazing people who got amazing testimony to be able to help you that is going through so much, that you feel like your life is so blurry, that you don't really know your self-identity. These people will be able to help you as themselves have gone through that, you know. So my message to you today is that God has your back. He got you and will not let you go. That you can come from somewhere and go somewhere. Étincelle. You can now catch me live on Facebook, on Abdtv, sharing the gospel around the world. Every single Friday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Connect yourself. Don't miss it, as this is going to be a life changer.
And we are back with myself, GRACIA SUSUZANDE, your host of ETINCELLE, and I'm so happy that you're still connected, because you are the real star. You are the one that I need to connect myself with. You're the one that I am so grateful to have her on my show, because once again you're sharing your opinion with me. You're never too sort of laid back to just sit down and watch. This is what I like about you, because at every single time that I connect myself, you are present. So thank you so much for your push, right? Because it is, you are supporting me at all time. So we said that this month is the month of 2020. This month is the theme is let's talk about 2020. And so with 2020, about everything that has happened. Let's talk about 2020 with all the ups and downs that we had throughout the year, for how it started with the punch, with this surprise that we all had throughout the year. I mean, since the beginning of the year, with the mask, with the quarantine, with the lockdown, with the restrictions, with everything that has happened throughout the year. I mean, it's the last month before entering a new year, before entering a new page, let's just say, you know, something different. And we are so anxious to find out what is it going to be all about, what is 2021 is going to be holding, and what is it basically holding for you and I. All right, so but before we enter, we need to reflect a little bit. We need to sit down, and we spoke about it last time. We said that reflection is really this time off that you take for yourself to think about the things that has happened previously, before continue furthermore into your journey, before continue furthermore into the plan that you have for yourself, or you have for your family, company, business, etc., etc. All right, so this is what we said is very, very mandatory for you to have that time off for your mind, time off for your soul, time off for the things around you, because you matter first. Before engaging yourself in anything else, you matter. You are the person that matters the most. All right, so because if you're no good, nothing can possibly go forward correctly. Fine. All right. And we also said that in 2020, yes, we had our ups and downs, meaning that we had people who died, people who left us, people who were so important to us, family who have abandoned us, family who caught this illness and probably have come out fine afterwards. But the journey, this time has been absolutely difficult for him or for her, or even for his loved ones or her loved ones all around her. So it has really been difficult. But this has also allowed us, within the quarantine, within that time off that the government has put, you know, forward for us to stay at home. Basically, this has allowed us to connect a little bit more, to connect with our family, to know a little bit of who is this wife that I've known for so long, but never really had time to catch up on certain things that were important, right? Knowing a little bit of who is my daughter and who is my son and who are the people that I truly live with, the habits and the distance and all the characters, all the things has contributed in this little time that we had during the quarantine. All right, it's true. So many people have lost their job, and this has definitely not, hasn't not been positive for us, or positive for the ones who earn businesses all around. But at least this has given you that time off to breathe a little bit, to be to consider certain things, and not forgetting that this has put us in a position where you need to now start to rethink about how to fit in, in this new era, in a new situation that the world is currently facing. I mean, where are you positioning yourself? And if your business were face to face, then you need to consider to online, And then for those who already have online businesses, they're the one who are really going forward positively. Furthermore, 2020 has put a lot of people into places, to think so much and to evaluate differently, but positive also, because regardless what happens, the struggles that comes to you in life is not for you to back up and to just say to yourself that nothing is going to move forward. Well, I'm done, I cannot go forward anymore. But it's for you to realize that regardless of how the colors of life is moving, I need to keep on dancing and I need to keep on moving with it. I need to be strong. Even in this storm, I still need to stand up and continue to push further, because regardless what happens, this situation never stays too long. Night comes at midnight, or even furthermore, especially when it comes to winter. But it usually the sun always comes up straight after. Regardless of how long it takes, light always shines through at the end of the turn, the end of the day. And that's exactly what we are facing. And 2020 had a start, had a beginning, it had an alpha, a genesis. And throughout, yes, we had our storm, but now we're going towards the end of it. And we're actually facing the omega of it. We're facing the end of 2020. And so every single one of you surely had their share or story towards it. But today, the theme of what I want to speak with you about is have no fear. That is what what we're going to be discussing throughout the 40 to 50 minutes that we have together on this last show of ETINCELLE 2020. And this just to reflect a little bit and just asking you, have no fear. Why not having fear? I believe that this year has put a lot of fear in so many people's mind, in so many people's head, in so many people's feelings, and this is an emotion, absolutely normal, absolutely you have the biological side of it, and you also have the emotion sides of it. And then fear comes to you to just sometimes fear comes to when it comes, it just knocks you down. Fear comes, when it comes, it freezes you. When fear comes, this allows you sometimes not to go forward. But this depends obviously like how strong emotionally you are. All right, so fear can also push you to the point of jumping over a fence, and you never thought you'll be able to do it, but this has literally put you in that situation. And I know a story of this lady who was she was being followed by somebody, and the fence, which was right in front of her, I mean, it was so high, it was very, very, very high. But because of fear, she managed to jump over this fence. In a normal state, she would have never done it. She would have never gone through this stage, but because of fear, because she was so fearful and she didn't want this person to catch her, this has given her an extra, you could say extra power or extra energy. I don't know what you could say, but this has allowed her to jump over the fence so she can run furthermore away from this person who was trying to hurt her. All right, emotion, fear. Fear is an emotion, and this, I can also add that it induced the perseverance of change, of threats. All right, you can also say that, which causes physiological changes, and ultimately behavior such as, you know, such as hiding. Because you're so fearful, you feel like I need to hide myself. Because you're so fearful, it causes you to freeze, just like I said earlier. Freeze yourself from trauma, because you have been so traumatized by the situation and you have encountered. And that's exactly what a lot of people have gone through during the year 2020. A lot of people has faced a lot of trauma during this year, and this has put them in a place of just being, to, you know, of freezing, not be able to do anything. Not everyone has a family. There's those one who have no one, and you find yourself in this place where no one is really caring about you or even calling, checking on you, and COVID-19 is striking outside your door. I mean, and you can hear on the news, you can hear on the radio, you can see on TV all these things that are being said, you know, about all these people who are dying. That will literally pull massive fear within you, massive fear when it comes to your family. For those who have family abroad, this has put you even more in fear of not wanting to lose the member of your family. I mean, not long ago, I remember I was watching this news where this man was standing right on top of this building in Italy, and he has lost his wife, his children, his mom and dad, and basically all his family during the pandemic, during this situation of COVID, especially in Italy, was really strong. He was standing there, and all he can see is, I want to I mean, this is what I'm imagining. Probably it's like, I have no one left. I mean, everyone are gone. Everyone are gone. I'm on my own. So why am I living for? For who? For who am I living for? And in a minute, he jumped from this building and his head hit the floor and he died instantly. This shows you once again that that fear has taken over his life, and then all type of emotion, trauma has taken over his mind, over his body, over everything that he is as a human being. Fear. And this is why I'm coming today. I'm coming to tell you, have no fear. Have no fear, because fear can literally push you into doing things that you don't want to do. Fear can push you onto this freezing place, freezing box, you know, to put you in the place where you don't want to be. Fear. Fear can make you say things that you don't want to say. Fear can push you to think on certain things that you don't want to think about, but only because you're so fearful. You're thinking ahead of tomorrow. You're thinking too far ahead. Try to live in the moment. Trying to live on where you are. Yes, it's true, you've lost so many things. Business is probably not going forward or correctly or positively how you wanted to. During the year 2020, so many things has struck during, you know, some month and so. And then those one who probably couldn't even wake up. I mean, she had this beautiful wife beside her, and then because of the COVID-19 who took his wife away, he needs to wake up now without a wife, need to wake up now without a daughter, or any other stuff that has possibly happened, you know, in this person's life. Fear. Fear. Fear can really stop you from moving forward. And here we are in the last month of 2020. What is it going to be? That is my question to you today, is that what is it going to be? Are you going to be staying or standing in the same position as you were a couple months ago? I mean, are you still going to be wearing this fear all over again in the year 2021? I want you to reflect on everything that has happened to you during this year. 2021 is about to strike. 2021 is about to open its door. 2021 is a different year, a different page. How are you going to be writing your book in 2021? What is it going to be? What is the story of your life? Have no fear is what I'm trying to put out there for you. Have no fear is what I'm trying to inject in your mind. Have no fear is what I'm trying to inject in your thoughts. To not have fear of what is going to happen. Because as long as you keep on wearing this mask of fear, you will not be able to achieve the things you wanted to achieve during the year. If you keep on focusing on the negative, you won't be able to go and accomplish the business that you actually wanted to do during the year 2020. Maybe you had to change a little bit. Maybe the way you built or you created this business had to change a little bit. And this is why 2021 striked. And here we are about to enter this other door. We're just about to enter another year. So my question to you is, what is it going to be? Why is it going to be? What is it going to be for you? What is it going to be for your children? What is it going to be for your loved ones? What is it going to be? This is my question to you. My question to you. Try to reflect a little bit further more into it, because I feel like a lot of people tend to rush into the new year without even thinking. And there's so many of them have so many resolutions that, yeah, I'm going to change this, I'm going to change that. And that is absolutely amazing. That is great. That is absolutely great. Have that revolution for sure. But at the end of the day, think of not putting fear or anything that is negative and towards this beautiful, exciting new year that we're just about to begin. All right. I have in front of me, Kohalie Chumker, and then she says, 2020. Fear is a weapon. It is a weapon. It is a weapon that you can use positively or you can use negatively. I believe that life is a choice, and one thing that things that we do in life are choices. You choose who you want to marry. You choose what kind of business you want to have. You choose what kind of study that you want to study. I mean, you choose most of the things. 90% of the things you're doing today, you choose to do it. All right? You choose to go forward with it. All right? But there are certain things, like, for example, your family. These are the things possibly you never intended to go for, or you never chosen to be in that stage, or to be in that place, or to have that dad, or to have that mom. All right, so it's very important to think about all this, the things that I'm telling you today. All right, have no fear. Have no fear is something to consider. So I'm just going to give you a short little break for you to reflect a little bit about all the things that I just spoke to you about, and I tried to to bring back a little bit of the conversation we had with our sister Kohalie Chumker, and all the other session or shows that we had before when it comes to 2020. But make sure that you share as much as you can, and you come back to us with force. All right, thank you so much, and stay tuned.
Hello guys, how you guys doing? It's me, your girl GRACIA, SUSUZANDE. Of course, you know me from this amazing, beautiful videos on YouTube, doing all these tutorials for you guys. And also, why not on Miss Africa GB 2018 and Miss Congo 2018? Well, right now I'm coming with something fabulous. I would like to present to you your new TV show, which is going to be called ETINCELLE. This show is going to be happening every single Friday at 7 p.m. on Abdtv. So you probably want to find out why étincelle. Well, étincelle is a French word for sparkle. For étincelle, I would like to bring light into someone's life from the dark place where they are, not knowing really who they are and where they're going, or trying to bring them into the light to really wanting to find out and get to know exactly who they are. And with that, I'll be inviting amazing people who got amazing testimony to be able to help you that is going through so much, that you feel like your life is so blurry, that you don't really know your self-identity. These people will be able to help you as themselves have gone through that, you know. So my message to you today is that God has your back. He got you and will not let you go. That you can come from somewhere and go somewhere. Étincelle. You can now catch me live on Facebook, on Abdtv, sharing the gospel around the world. Every single Friday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Connect yourself, don't miss it, as this is going to be a life changer.
Mama, 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 Mozanga yonga na sambwe nanga, Mosikana yo pinanga na pasi, Mosikana yo pinanga na.
All right, we are back, and I'm so thankful that you are connected. Thank you so much, Carmel Media, for being connected right now. You know, thank you so much for sharing. It's very important. Tanya Westwood, Yaya, thank you so much for being here. Romanzi Mbona, I want to say thank you. And everyone else, Apostle Mylene and Patrick Chunker, for connecting tonight on this last day of ETINCELLE year 2020. And so we were talking about fear, but let's move on further up. All right, if fear was something that was stopping you and you feel like this is something that, you know, it was freezing you up from going further up into the year 2020, well, let me tell you, let's think about that. Let's work on that, because you cannot move forward know that you are frozen. All right, so trying to warm yourself a little bit. Warm yourself with beautiful and amazing thoughts. Warm yourself with positive feeling. Warm yourself with positive people all around you, because these are the ones that you need to go into the year of 2021. Moving forward, and we said that also 2020 is a special year. It's especially why, because it's what we call a year. We call it a decade. Okay, decade. And decade is basically a period of 10 years. All right, 10 years. So you see the number 2020. You can also find it in 1818, 1616, 1717, 1818, 2020. So these are special years, special times where not everyone has the opportunity to enter into them. All right, entering in this year is marvelous opportunities and grace. All right, you can sleep but not always wake up. sleeping and waking up is not always a habit, but where you are, consider yourself blessed. Consider yourself unique. Consider yourself different, because you managed to enter the year 2020 and you are ending this year. And some people, we're still counting the days going forward towards the year 2020, but we still have a couple more days to go. Are you still going to make it? Are you going to finish the year and finally enter into the other chapter? You know, would you be able to do it? Question mark. Only God knows. But consider yourself blessed, because at the end of the day, not everyone gets to see the year 2020, or even are you able to see the year 3030? Maybe not. All right. This is why it's important to continue to persevere, to continue to have faith. Faith is something that you need to have, but continue to add up even more into it, because that is something that's going to help you to go forward, to boost yourself towards the future. We also said that that the vision, you know, for those who see 2020, they always consider it as vision. Vision in what sense? You know, when you go to the optician and they have to check your eyes, and they look at you and they say, your vision is 2020, meaning that your vision is so clear. I want you to consider yourself as you see clearly what has happened towards this year. And because of that, this will allow you, for all the knowledge you have gained and collected, to know not possibly 100% what to do, but sort of what to do and how to behave, how to manage your time, how to manage certain skills that has been allowed you to train throughout the pandemic, the quarantine time. All right. It's very important to consider it as it's a new day, and it's a new year, it's a new decade, and so consider yourself blessed. All right. So I told you that today we're not going to be talking about negative things, because we've seen it, we've heard about it, we've noticed it, and we've felt it. Change has definitely taken over. Change has taken over our life and our situation, our daily life. Change, and it's continued to change. So why don't you change? That is my question to you today. If things can change all around you, you should consider yourself to change a little bit as well. In French, we say, essaye de trier un peu. Trie. All right? Check within yourself. Check within your habits. Check within your behavior. Check, because new day, new year, new you, new everything. So you cannot bring the old you of 2020 within the year 2021. We need to think positive. We need to think bright. We need to think with the vision of 2020, meaning clear. You need to feel clear about when it comes to so many things. You're just not just anybody, and it's important to notice that. You're just not just a usual, or just this person who's, you know, filled with just the same thing that you can see outside. No, you bring something new. But do you really bring something new? Year 2020 is about to finish, and we're about to enter in the year 2021. Within this year, we had also positive things that has happened to us. And I'm gonna ask quickly if Regie is ready to show you a couple of the pictures and information that I've collected in this magazine called Glamour. In this magazine called Glamour, they've collected more than 26 images and information, positive information that has happened during the year 2020. And the reason why I would like to put that out there for you is only because for you to not have just this negative image of 2020, but for you to also see that, hey, there was actually this amazing things that did happen in 2020. And with this, let me hang on to this and go further more into the year 2021. All right. So if Regie is ready, I will please ask, you know, to give the first image of this amazing man. He's not that young. He is not that young, but he has done let's just say amazing things during this year of 2020, and this has shocked a lot of people because he came to raise money, not for himself, but he came to raise money for the NHS charity, and that for the nation's heart. And the amount of the money is, oh wow, you'll never believe, but it's 38.9 million. All right, and his name is Captain Sir Tom Moore, and he's the one who raised all this money for the NHS, for us to, for the people who were suffering or going through, you know, this pandemic, for them to have some hope that someone is actually fighting for them. He is amazing. He never gives up. He continues to fight for the ones who are definitely going through the situation. I mean, we had nurses, we had doctors, we had all these people who were behind, you know, at the background. We couldn't really see, but he decided not to stay back and to still stand up and raise 38.9 million of pounds for the NHS charity, together, and won a nation's heart. All right, let's continue. We have this other lady who was able to make a difference, and her name is Kamala Harris, and she became the first black South Asian US vice president. I mean, this is something to be happy about, to be, you know, rejoicing about, because I mean, with all the things that's happened during the year, with all the tragic situation, we never thought that once again there's going to be another black lady, you know, standing in the presidential place, you know, and fighting or standing beside the President Biden. And so I'm absolutely over the moon, and she is somebody to look up to see her as a hero. And I'm just want to ask you a question: are you a hero? I mean, who are you? You're entering 2021 with what is your real identity? What is your identity? Have you took time to reflect on yourself? She's the kind of person that you should look up to and see that if she was able to make it, even during the quarantine, even during the stage or the storm that the whole world has faced, you are able to do so too. You are able to stand up for yourself and keep on fighting for your dream, because her dream surely started somewhere years back, and she made it to where she is today. So someone to applaud. She is someone to really consider as an amazing female influencer, because she is that person. All right, moving forward to another amazing thing that has happened during the year is that due to the movement of restriction and the significant slowdown of social and economic activity, air quality improved in their cities. And that is something to really be proud of, because there were so many things happening all around. Borders were closed. A way or another, trying to help the nation, because COVID-19 was just, it kept on traveling during the year. It kept on traveling during I mean, countries after countries, after nation to another nation, I mean, land to another land. And then this air company because of all the restriction, has decided, you know, to improve in many cities, to improve their quality, to improve themselves in everything they do, improve themselves in their work. This is why I'm saying that 2020 is not just a bad year, but it's also a year to consider, a year of reflection, a year of self-awareness. 2020 is a year that we should all have in mind, not just in a negative side, but also in a positive side. All right. Moving forward to establishment. All right. Our priorities were established. What were your priorities during this year? I'm sure you had your goals when it comes to your priorities, but I'm sure that it also changed, and it changed dramatically. It changed very quick, only because because you had to settle yourself for a different situation. You had to settle yourself for a different mood. You had to settle yourself, you know, just differently, move a little bit differently, you know. So your priorities had to be, you know, re-established. So what are the other priorities that you are entering in 2021? I believe that you will need to re-establish once again, because we don't know what's going to happen in 2021, but always be positive and ready to re-establish again your priorities. Your priorities is people as your family member. You know, priorities are the things that brings joy within your heart. Priorities are not the ones that don't pay bills for you, but priorities are the things that matters. What are the things that matters for you? What are the things that truly matters for you? So it's very important to have our priorities checked. Check your priorities during the year that we're about to enter, and continue to move forward. We have had this amazing movement during the year, and this to me is a positive, very, very positive move. It says we had important conversation and to continue to learn crucial lessons about ongoing impact and institutional racism and white fragility on Black people daily life, and how to be actively anti-racist. This is the next picture that I want to show you. All right, all these things matter. Black life matter. Your life matter. And this is why, by entering this year of 2021, things need to be addressed, and things need to be shown. I mean, this movement, if this movement never came forward, a lot of people would have been still sitting down in their homes with things to say, but still keeping their silence. All right, but all these women, all these people stood up as one, you know, to fight for something that matters as much as anything else. All right, fighting anti-racism. And racism is something that possibly will not die today. It truly exists in our tribes. It does exist in our homes. This exists even in our mind, our way of acting, behaving. You know, racism exists even for those who believes that they are not racist. So it's important to really check that. Thinking about yourself, think about the people who are surrounding you, how you're interacting with them. Do you truly consider them? And there's so many things to say about it. All right. Moving forward to our number 6, it says that we all remember how lucky we are to have the NHS and came together every week to clap their services on Thursday evening. He is hoping 2021 sees these health workers get the funding they deserve, and that is so true. Let's keep on fighting for the people who are at the back, for the ones who are really fighting for their life, for our lives, for the ones who are standing behind for you, standing behind for the nation. And that is the NHS, that is the doctors, the nurses, all these people who are working day and night only for you and I to be COVID-19 free. And so if you have the chance to raise some money, you know, to stand up for this cause, do not be silent. Stand up and keep on fighting, because once again, there are heroes, and there are true heroes who do believe that the world needs a better place. And then these are the doctors that some people don't even mention. And there's so many nurses who left us in the year 2020. And my heart truly goes to all the families member. But once again, when I'm talking about fear, let's enter in 2021 without fear, and just hoping that this year, the year that we're about to enter, will be a different year. A year of hope and faith and so many other things that are possible to accomplish. Moving forward to our number 7. And we're talking about weddings. Weddings. We're so used to celebrate our weddings with thousands of people. You know, places coming from north end, coming from north, south, east, west, from India, I don't know, Egypt, and you know that your family is getting married in London. So you book your ticket to come forward, because, you know, it's very important for you to attend this event. 2020 has put us in a place where weddings became more intimate and reminded us what they're really about. It's true. It is so true. It is so true. Weddings, you know, when you get married, it's true, family need to be there because they're your family. But the most important people who matters the most is you and your spouse. Is you and the person that you're about to give yourself to. And 2020 has brought a lot of sense into so many things. So when it comes to wedding, because of those who have spent millions, spent thousands of pounds, you know, in just one dress or one day, that probably will never happen again. 2020 has put you in a place where you need to reconsider now. What matters the most? Is it the dress? Or is it really this person that I'm about to get married to? Because at the end of the day, I need to save some money for the future, you know. So 2020 has really came to make us understand that what are our priorities, what are the things that really matters the most. You know, fear of disappointing people, fear of disappointing your neighbor because you don't have the most beautiful dress. Fear of disappointing your family because of this and because of that. So many things, and there's so many pressure are being put into families, whether they're Africans, Indians. I mean, for those where religion is so important, marriage has always been this major pressure, especially when you're reaching a certain age, and they start like telling you that you need to get married because of this, because of that. 2020 came to break it. It really came to make you understand that my life matters the most. Wedding, yes, can come, but let me live at least. Let me be in good health first. Priorities is my health. Priority is the person that truly loves me and the ones that want to spend their life with me. And if I have to stand next to him and just with the priest and get married, just me and him or me and her, then let's do that. All right. This is what I see as positive movement when it comes to 2020. And there are so many more, so many more that comes within this year of 2020. Relationships, you have Marcus, you have Africa, who was declared free from wide polio after 4 years without a reported case. Oh wow. And that is a major statement. You know, there are so many things that happened during the year of 2020 when it comes to Africa. You know, not long ago, they wanted to test the COVID-19 vaccine in Africa, and so many people stood up to fight back. There was Ebola who came back again, and that was in the DRC Congo. You know, and all these things are really, you know, negative things. But we forgot to mention that Africa is declared free from white polio after 4 years. 4 years without a report case. And that is something to applaud. That is something to be happy about. This is something to rejoice ourselves. You know, these are the kind of statement that we need to continue to be happy about. Because still in a year where there was this major storm, there was still action who, you know, positive action who came to put a smile onto all these amazing children, you know, in Africa, and then so many other actions moving forward. We have our young footballers. His name is Marcus Rashford. He succeeded in campaign for free school meal and for vulnerable and disadvantaged children, forcing a major government U-turn. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. And there's so many more action just like this one. And he's someone that we need to applaud, someone that we need to continue to encourage. He succeeded in that campaign. He succeeded to fight for all these children who are vulnerable. He succeeded to go forward in this march, in this walk. What is it going to be for you? What is it going to be for you in the year of 2021? All right? In the year of 2021. So that is my question to you, or for you. Please, let's take time to reflect. Let's take time to think about everything and not just have a negative thought about certain things, but also have positive thoughts, so we can move forward as a nation. We're coming back in a couple minutes. Please stay connected. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you so much.
Hello guys, how you guys doing? It's me, your girl GRACIA, SUSUZANDE. Of course, you know me from this amazing, beautiful videos on YouTube, doing all these tutorials for you guys. And also, why not on Miss Africa GB 2018 and Miss Congo 2018? Well, right now I'm coming with something fabulous. I would like to present to you your new TV show, which is going to be called ETINCELLE. This show is going to be happening every single Friday at 7 p.m. on Abdtv. So you probably want to find out why ETINCELLE. Well, ETINCELLE is a French word for sparkle. For ETINCELLE, I would like to bring light into someone's life from the dark place where they are, not knowing really who they are and where they're going, or trying to bring them into the light to really wanting to find out and get to know exactly who they are. And with that, I'll be inviting amazing people who got amazing testimony to be able to help you that is going through so much, that you feel like your life is so blurry, that you don't really know your self-identity. These people will be able to help you as themselves have gone through that, you know. So my message to you today is that God has your back. He got you.
Thank you so much for staying connected. And I know there's a lot of information that is being put out there, but all this information is for you to reflect in the year 2020 that we spent. This year 2020 has been so much for you, for me, for every single one of us. It will definitely mark our life moving forward. But once again, and don't stay in a fear zone. Don't just believe that 2020 has been the worst year of your life. No, we entered a decade and we're moving forward. We entered a year that so many people didn't have, but at least continue to stay positive. We're gonna open the line, and this line is for you to call, to give your opinion on when it comes to the year 2020, because today is our last day of ETINCELLE, and it will be great to have your opinion, to have your encouragement, to have, you know, your thoughts when it comes to this show of ETINCELLE, that we try our best, me as long as my team, to bring out, to come forward in front of your screen, to enlighten you, to bring all this knowledge, all this information for you. All right, so the line is now open. All right, moving forward, and this is the last, going towards the last part of ETINCELLE, and what I wanted to say is that reflection is definitely mandatory. And for those who believe that I cannot plan anymore and I'm just gonna leave everything in the hands of the Lord, that is definitely good. It's not bad, but don't just stay there. Don't just stay there. All right, I'm just receiving my first call. Hello.
Yes, hello, good evening, Gracia.
Good evening, Who am I speaking with?
Yes, my name is Patrick.
Oh, hello, Patrick.
Yes.
Yes.
I've been following you for a long time now, very discreet, and I've been watching every single of your shows.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I really go straight to my heart.
Yes, first of all, you deserve really the support. Really thank you for what you're doing. This big work. Always trying to positivity to people's hearts, especially in this difficult period of
Of course.
to be uploaded.
Yes.
Today especially, I was really moved by the diaporama that you showed us,
Mm-hmm.
and that actually showed us that it's true it's been very difficult here in every regard, but there are actually good sides. I
Yes.
actually didn't know that Africa was declared free of polio. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
These are some things, make me question myself, what kind of information am I reading?
Oh, that's true. Oh, wow.
Just reading about how many people died of coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, true. But there's also a good side of things. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's bad, but it's not the end. I just want to encourage you.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah.
Honestly, keep up the good work.
Mm-hmm.
The year is coming to an end. The next year is coming.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work. Honestly, I'm sure you are touching many people's hearts.
Oh, thank you so
I
much.
can speak for myself because I've been very discreet. I don't know if you even noticed me, but
I did see you being connected. Yes.
I believe that many people are following you.
Yeah.
I'm sure that you are putting something very good. Good work.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm really touched. Thank you so much for calling, and may God bless you. Continue to, to stay awake. Thank you so much. Oh wow, so we just had a phone call of this amazing young man called Patrick, and he decided to call to give his opinion on when it comes to the show ETINCELLE, and furthermore, so you do not feel afraid or scared that, hey, I possibly cannot do it. No, you can. So just make that phone call and give your opinion when it comes to this last show of ETINCELLE year 2020. Thank you so much, Patrick. So moving forward, so as I said, all the plans that I had went down the drain, and so. No, it's true. L'homme propose et Dieu dispose. That's something that the saying that says in French that the man can propose, but God can always dispose. So he's the one that, if his plan always comes to happen. All right, so you can propose, but God always changes certain things. It's true, but at the end of the day, God is someone who is who's in order. he follows a plan, and he's not someone who gets distracted in certain things regardless what happens. All right, so if you are a Christian and you believe that God exists, then that should be our attitude on when it comes to doing certain things. All right, God is a God of order, and when he does it really, and you go forward to it with it. He starts and finishing, and that is the attitude that we should do, what we should have when it comes to our life, and especially the year 2021. All right, so always feel grateful with everything, regardless the situation, regardless the problem that you're having. Gratefulness makes you forget about all the bad stuff that will happen or is happening in your life. Yes, you don't have a husband. Yes, you don't have children. Yes, you don't have a job. Yes, you don't have all these things. But when you look at the other side, you have 2 legs. You can walk. And if you decide to go to the shopping center, well, you can decide so. You can go because you're telling yourself to go, so you will go. All right, nothing can stop you. I mean, you have 2 hands to clap. Some of them, they don't have those arms. All right, so if you look at all the negative, that there's always another positive side to look at and to feel grateful for what you have. Feel grateful at all time. Appreciate the success that you are doing, even if you didn't accomplish everything. For the little things that you have accomplished already, that's something that you need to appreciate. All right, that's something that you need to take into the year 2020. Positive mind to achieve things you have achieved instead of your failures. That is basically what I wanted to say. And moving forward is like, what you are proud of. Be proud of yourself. If you need to boost yourself a little bit, not full of ego, but to tell yourself, hey, I did it, then do it. Because sometimes we wait on someone to boost you, but you can stay there forever waiting for someone to boost you. But you need to be proud of yourself and continue to move forward, because at the end of the day, you did it. Regardless if it was small, you still did it. All right, things you should say, and this is why it is very, very, very important for us to. These are the kind of things that we need to think about. Think about awareness. Year 2020, be more aware of the situation. Be more aware of your surrounding. Be more aware of your family, of your attitude, of yourself, your identity. Just wake up. Don't sleep. Apostle Marlene, one of the amazing women of God that I know, and she declared in June, she said that this is a fata. She declared the rest of the year from June towards now is basically the month of Ifata. Ifata means open yourself. All right. So if you close yourself in 2020 because of all the bad stuff, the storm that you had, open yourself again. Give yourself that chance of new and positive things that can possibly come towards you. When you close yourself, nothing can go through. But when you open yourself positively, you can always attract positivity. Be aware of your family. Be aware when it comes to of your own character. Be aware of when it comes to your self-understanding. What are you really understanding about yourself? Because growth comes from inside and it goes out. All right. Be self-aware of everything that's happening around you. New skills that you've encountered, new skills that you've developed during the year of 2020. Okay. And you can always continue with it towards the year of 21. What I also wanted to say is that continue to be kind to yourself. Continue to be kind to yourself, because things that we usually do is that we beat ourselves. We beat ourselves so much that you end up with so many bruises in your mind, bruises in your thoughts, bruises in your language, in and people can literally see it, that you are broken. Don't give people the opportunity to see that you are broken. Don't. And that brings me to the thoughts of Chadwick. Chadwick Boseman was this amazing young man, married, yes, to his beautiful beautiful young lady as well, to his wife, I mean. And then he did develop this cancer, and he could have been the person to scream out all over the social media that I have cancer, I have cancer, I have cancer. He could have done it, but he chose not to do it. He chose to keep it for himself. He chose to fight that battle in silence, because he just believed that I will not going to focus on cancer, but I'm going to focus on the little time that I have, and let's make it work. I don't know how long do you have, whether you're suffering from epilepsy, whether you're suffering from panic attacks, whether you have a disease, AIDS, or whatever it is that is bothering your life, that little time that you have, keep on being persevering, keep on hoping. You know, you are a hero. Wake up. And this is really what I wanted to say. Don't beat up yourself. Don't beat up yourself. All right? Don't beat up yourself, but appreciate yourself, and for what you have, utilize it. Don't try to look at the things that you don't have. And I believe one of my mentors told me that one day. She said, don't try, when you want to do something, don't look for things that you don't have, but utilize the thing that you have. At least so you can start, because if you have to wait for the things you don't have, you will wait forever. You will wait a long time. All right? If the bus is not coming, you have your 2 legs to start walking, and you will surely going to reach your destiny with those 2 legs of yours. At least with them, you don't need batteries for it. I don't know if you do understand where I'm coming from. Utilize what you have. All right? Utilize what you have. And try also to focus on the things that, yes, maybe a little bit, the things that probably didn't really work. Because with them, at least you can think, okay, this didn't work, but let me change maybe the formula, and maybe it will work differently. If you are the kind of person to always say yes to everything, I mean, it happens to me as well to say yes. But now I need to change, because I'm like, hey, it doesn't really go to my advantage if I keep on saying yes to everything. Learn sometimes even to say no, even for yourself, so you can get some time, some quality time for yourself. You know, what you want to improve, and remove the excess from your life. It's important to go forward on that line, to move forward, and to consider all the things that you should take away out of your life, basically, so you can possibly move forward. Consistency is key. And I'm talking to myself. Many times it's happened to me for me not to be consistent, because something has happened. Yes, I wake up too late. Yes, this has happened. Something absolutely unexpected just came to knock on my door, and I had to bow myself to it. And that basically brings me to shift a little bit what I already planned. And sometimes I can forget to be consistent. But consistency is key, because that's the only way for you to see results. Regardless of what you're going to be doing or want to achieve in the year 21, be consistent with it. But don't beat up yourself. If it didn't happen today, don't destroy your whole week because Monday didn't work. You still have Tuesday, you still have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to still accomplish the things that you want to do. All right, so continue to be consistent. Trust in yourself. Trust in the ability that God has put in you. Trust in the gift that the Lord has put in you. Don't just say I'm not capable of doing it. The reason why God gave it to you is because you are capable of doing it. All right, or else He wouldn't have. And sometimes God gives you something because He's testing you. And I'm just speaking in a religious way, in a belief way, because I am a believer. All right. So if you have a gift that has been given to you, it can also be removed away from you if you're not utilizing it, or you utilize it properly. All right. It's as simple as that. If your dad gives you £20 and he sees that you're not utilizing it properly, next time he might not even give it to you. Or he's going to think twice before doing so. Alright? And while he's giving you the £20, he's watching you and checking where or how you're managing yourself with that £20. Alright? So it's very important to really trust yourself and to really know how to manage your time, manage yourself. Don't let someone take over your life. Si tu étais une coquette, if you were this beautiful girl, don't let someone come and destroy this beautiful vibe, this beautiful person that you were. Continue to take control of your life. You are the master of your life. You are the ones that takes control. You are the one who's driving the car. You are the one who's driving your future. Don't let anyone else take over unless you give the will to the one who created you, and that's another situation. All right, trust in yourself. Trust in yourself and give yourself time to learn. We learn every day. Let 2021 teach you something new. Be open-minded and let this étincelle, comes on your way. Enlighten once again your life, your environment, your life completely. Because we never cease to learn. We never cease to be enlightened by God. Alright? So, thank you so much for everyone who were connected in Étincelle on this last day of 2021. Oh, look, I feel like I'm already there. 2021, obviously 2020. Please, and I really want to say thank you for all the connected that you were since January all over to December. Here we are ending, and so may God bless you. May God continue to keep you safe. We're definitely going to be connected in 2021. Étincelle is coming in force to try once again to enlighten your life and to bring some answers that you are possibly asking yourself a way or another, with amazing people who have amazing testimony, amazing story to tell you, to encourage you, and to push you furthermore. It was me, GRACIA SUSUZANDE, your host of Étincelle. Stay blessed. And we're going to meet again in the year 2021 in January. Thank you so much. God bless. Bye.
Hello guys, how you guys doing? It's me, your girl GRACIA SUSUZANDE. Of course, you know me from this amazing, beautiful videos on YouTube, doing all these tutorials for you guys. And also, why not on Miss Africa GB 2018 and Miss Congo 2018? Well, right now I'm coming with something fabulous. I'd like to present to you your new TV show, which is going to be called ETINCELLE. This show is going to be happening every single Friday at 7 p.m. on Abdtv. So you probably want to find out why étincelle. Well, étincelle is a French word for sparkle. For étincelle, I would like to bring light into someone's life from the dark place where they are, not knowing really who they are and where they're going, or trying to bring them into the light to really wanting to find out and get to know exactly who they are. And with that, I'll be inviting amazing people who got amazing testimony to be able to help you that is going through so much, that you feel like your life is so blurry, that you don't really know your self-identity. These people will be able to help you as themselves have gone through that, you know. So my message to you today is that God has your back. He got you and will not let you go. That you can come from somewhere and go somewhere. Étincelle. You can now catch me live on Facebook, on Abdtv, sharing the gospel around the world. Every single Friday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Connect yourself. Don't miss it, as this is going to be a life changer.
Qui prennent les contrôles, le Saint-Esprit de Dieu. Alléluia, Saint-Esprit. Nous sommes derrière la croix de Jésus. Saint-Esprit de Dieu. Laisse que les paroles de Dieu, les paroles de Dieu, que les paroles que tu veux que ça sorte, laisse que cela sorte selon ta volonté. Selon, ô Saint-Esprit, les courants de ta présence. Si tu veux que nous allons à gauche, nous irons à gauche. Si tu veux que nous allons à droite, nous irons. Saint-Esprit, dirige les paroles comme tu veux. Parce que nous sommes là pour apprendre de toi, recevoir de toi. Parce que la parole de Dieu, c'est la vie. C'est le pain des vies. Le pain des vies. Cette parole qui nous fait du bien. Cette parole, lorsqu'elle entre dans notre âme, elle éclaire. Elle donne l'intelligence au simple. Elle donne l'intelligence. La parole de Dieu, lorsqu'elle vient dans nos vies, elle éclaire. Elle enlève l'ignorance. Elle enlève les ténèbres. Saint-Esprit souffle cet après-midi. Et c'est là au nom de Jésus. Nous allons acclamer très fort pour la présence de notre Dieu. Même là où tu es, si tu peux vraiment te joindre à nous et acclamer pour la présence de notre Seigneur. Il est dans la salle, il est dans ta maison, il est à Bethel, il est ici. Il remplit l'atmosphère, sa présence est là, il est au contrôle, il est là pour nous bénir. C'est un bon mois, l'apôtre a dit, c'est un mois très calme. Ça veut dire que non, même là où ça bougeait, c'est les situations qui bougeaient dans ta vie, ils sont obligés de se calmer parce que la parole a été relâchée. Alléluia, la prophétie a été relâchée, que c'est un mois calme, un mois paisible, un mois calme. Même s'il y avait le vent qui soufflait, le vent est obligé de se calmer. S'il y avait la tempête est obligée de se taire et de se calmer. Si les eaux étaient en train de bouger et que tu étais il y avait des vagues dans ta vie, elles sont obligées de se calmer. Parce que la prophétie, qui est la parole de Dieu, qui est la vie, a été relâchée. Alléluia, a été relâchée dans nos vies. Toutes les situations cet après-midi qui tourmentent les âmes, qui tourmentent les vies, vont se calmer. Alléluia. Et c'est là au nom de Jésus. Nous pouvons nous asseoir. Merci Seigneur. Nous venons honorer vraiment la présence de Dieu et nous honorons la mère de la maison. Nous allons acclamer très fort pour l'apôtre Mylène. Nous acclamons pour sa vie. Nous acclamons pour l'onction dans sa vie. Nous acclamons parce qu'elle a un appel authentique. Alléluia. Nous acclamons pour ce que Dieu fait au travers d'elle. Elle est une bénédiction pour nous. Elle est une bénédiction pour nos vies. Alléluia. Elle est une bénédiction pour l'Église également. Merci Seigneur Jésus. Nous allons vraiment passer à la parole de Dieu. Nous croyons que le Saint-Esprit est déjà là. Nous avons dit que le mois de juillet est un mois calme. Et le thème de ce mois de juillet est le bonheur et la grâce. Le bonheur et la grâce m'accompagneront tous les jours de ma vie. Alléluia. Nous sommes toujours dans le psaume 23 et nous sommes en train de continuer vraiment dans ces psaumes. Après avoir reçu l'onction, il y a maintenant le bonheur, mais il y a aussi la grâce qui nous accompagne. Alléluia. Mais dans le thème que nous allons prendre cet après-midi ou ce soir, les sous-thèmes que nous prenons, c'est change ta posture. Alléluia. Change ta posture. Alléluia. Je veux que tu dises à ton frère ou là où tu es, dis change ta posture. Dis il est temps que tu changes ta posture. Alléluia. Alléluia. Je vais juste prendre une petite définition de posture. Je sais que nous tous nous connaissons, mais c'est juste pour me lancer dans les travaux que nous voulons faire cet après-midi, ce soir. Alléluia. Posture, c'est une tenue, la façon dont on se tient, debout ou assis. Alléluia. La façon dont on se tient. Alléluia. La posture. Ça, c'est au premier volet. Mais la posture est aussi liée à la mentalité ou à la façon de faire les choses, à la façon de parler. Alléluia. Il y a des gens qui ont des postures négatives, mais il y a des gens aussi qui ont des postures positives. Alléluia. La façon de parler n'encourage pas l'entourage autour d'eux de vouloir même écouter, parce que la posture est négative. Il y a aussi des gens qui ont l'art de mislead, comme je peux dire, de dérouter les gens par leur posture, leurs propos, leur façon de parler, leur façon d'agir, leur façon de transmettre le message. Alléluia. Ils ont une façon négative de transmettre les messages. Ils peuvent recevoir un bon message qui est positif et ils veulent rajouter quelque chose de négatif pour déformer le message. Alléluia. Ça, c'est une posture négative. Mais il y a la posture positive aussi. Et je pense que nous voulons rester dans la posture positive. Alléluia. La Bible déclare ceci, Job. Dans Job 4, la Bible dit ceci. Il dit ceci, il dit, ce que je crains, c'est ce qui m'arrive. Ce que je redoute, je pense, c'est ce qui m'atteint. Alléluia. La Bible nous parle de cet homme qui a été intègre devant la face de Dieu. Mais il avait une crainte dans sa vie. Alléluia. Alléluia. L'apôtre nous avait donné le verset dans le Proverbe 17, verset 10, où la Bible nous dit ceci. Vaut mieux habiter dans une maison où on mange le pain sec, mais avec la joie, au lieu d'être dans une maison là où il y a plein de viande, plein d'abondance, mais une maison là où il y a des querelles. Alléluia. Verset 1. Mieux vaut un morceau de pain sec avec la paix qu'une maison pleine de viande avec des querelles. Nous allons toucher aussi dans ce travail Jean 14, verset 27. Nous prendrons aussi Philippiens 4, verset 7. J'aimerais lire Philippiens 4. Disons seulement tous les deux, avant que nous puissions avancer. Jean 14, c'est Jésus qui parle. Ça, c'est Christ qui parle aux disciples. Il est en train de laisser ce qu'on appelle un testament. Alléluia. Il laisse aux disciples un héritage. Les choses comment ils doivent être. Une posture positive. La Bible déclare au verset 27, il dit, je vous laisse la paix, je vous donne ma paix, je ne vous le donne pas comme le monde donne. Il dit que votre cœur ne se trouble point et ne s'alarme point. Alléluia. Ça c'est Christ qui dit que votre cœur ne se trouble point et que votre cœur ne s'alarme point. Nous allons dans Philippiens 4. Philippiens 4, verset 7. La parole de Dieu nous dit ceci. Et la paix de Dieu qui surpasse toute intelligence gardera vos cœurs et vos pensées en Jésus-Christ. Alléluia. La Bible dit, vaut mieux une maison où on mange un pain sec, mais on le mange dans la paix, que d'être dans une maison d'abondance où on mange du pain, mais là où il y a beaucoup de querelles. Alléluia. Je parlais de la posture. Je disais que Job, il était intègre, mais Job avait une crainte dans son cœur. Sa crainte s'est manifestée par le fait que lorsque ses enfants avaient des fêtes, lorsque ses enfants se retrouvaient, c'est qu'il faisait une bonne chose. Mais ce qu'il faisait, tellement que la crainte était là, qu'est-ce qu'il faisait? Il y avait toujours cette crainte. Peut-être qu'ils ont fait, peut-être qu'ils ont trop bu, peut-être qu'ils ont fait ceci. Alléluia. C'est une posture qu'il avait, une mentalité qu'il avait, qui faisait que toutefois que les enfants se réunissaient avec les amis, lui pensait toujours négativement. Alléluia. Et je pense qu'il y a beaucoup de nous, les parents, nous sommes comme ça. Alléluia. Lorsque nos enfants sortent, ils partent dans des fêtes, nous avons tendance à penser toujours négative. Ce que je crains, c'est ce qui m'arrive. Ce que je redoute, c'est ce qui m'atteint. Alléluia. La posture que tu choisis de suivre ou la façon dont tu choisis de te tenir peut aussi déterminer ce qui s'approche de toi ou les choses qui s'approchent de toi. Si tu prends une posture négative, ne sois pas étonné que l'atmosphère ou les circonstances autour de toi deviennent négatives. Tu avais bien commencé quelque part, mais parce que tu as pris une posture qui est négative, tout ce qui se passe autour de toi devient négatif. Je parlais des parents pour tirer l'attention à un parent, pour tirer l'attention à une mère ou un père. Souvent, nous avons nos enfants, lorsqu'ils sortent, nous avons tout totalement négatif. J'ai vu, il y a des parents qui sont allés même très loin. Quand ils ont des jeunes filles qui sortent, peut-être la fille est rentrée en retard, ils poussent ils amènent l'enfant à l'hôpital, vous comprenez, pour aller vérifier si la fille est encore complète. Alléluia. C'est une mauvaise posture, nous parents, que nous pouvons prendre vis-à-vis de nos enfants. C'est une posture qui peut entraîner, qui peut attirer le mal. L'enfant n'avait pas tendance, n'avait pas cette pensée, mais parce que tu as choisi, tu as changé ta mentalité et tu as créé des circonstances, tu as appelé des circonstances négatives. Du coup, l'enfant commence à se comporter d'une manière qui n'était pas, que toi tu n'avais pas investi dans cet enfant. Et tu t'étonnes, pourquoi mon fils est devenu comme ça? Pourquoi ma fille se comporte comme ça? Pourquoi? Parce qu'au départ, toi, tu as choisi une posture qui était négative. Tu as renvoyé des ondes négatives. Tu as renvoyé de l'énergie négative autour de toi. Il ne s'agit pas seulement des enfants, mais il peut arriver aussi. Il y a des gens dans le monde, dans la vie, qui lorsque tu le regardes, même si tu voulais annoncer la bonne nouvelle, mais juste la façon dont ils se sont assis, ça te pousse même à dire que je vais garder cela. Je le dirai un autre jour. Pourquoi? Parce que quand tu t'approches de lui, il a déjà un air triste. Les gens qui sont de l'Afrique ont tendance à manifester leur posture en mettant la main sur la joue, qui signifie un langage qui signifie non, j'ai un problème. où ils mettent les mains sur la tête. Ils disent que non, là où je suis, ça ne va pas. Ne t'approche même pas de moi. Une posture négative. Et cette posture négative peut créer des problèmes, peut créer des situations tout autour de nous. Alléluia. La Bible dit, Jésus dit, je vous ai laissé la paix. Je vous ai donné ma paix. Il parle à deux niveaux. Il dit, je vous ai laissé la paix. Je vous ai donné la paix. Jésus parle de lui-même. Parce que la paix que Jésus parle, ce n'est pas un sentiment, alléluia. Ce n'est pas un sentiment de contentement, non. Jésus ne parle pas du fait que non, je saute, je rigole, non. Il parle de lui. Il dit, je vous ai donné moi. Je vous ai donné ce qui est positif. Je vous ai donné ce qui vous donnera la possibilité de pouvoir vaincre. Parce qu'il dit, je ne vous donne pas comme le monde le donne. Le monde aussi a tendance à donner la paix. Alléluia. Il a sa façon. Quoting. Je le mets entre guillemets parce que la façon du monde, ce n'est pas une paix complète. Alléluia. Il a tendance à donner je peux dire l'illusion de la paix. Mais ce n'est pas la paix. Alors Jésus devait faire une différence. Il dit, je ne vous la donne pas comme le monde. Je le donne d'une autre façon. Ma paix que je donne vous permet de rester droit. Vous permettra de faire face aux difficultés et de garder le calme. Parce qu'il y a l'assurance, alléluia, qui est là. Alléluia. Il dit, je vous ai donné cette paix. Je voulais juste définir le bonheur parce que c'est ça qui est notre... c'est ça qui est vraiment... c'est ça qui nous conduit, c'est moi. Alléluia. Le bonheur dans la vie d'une personne, c'est quelque chose qui produit la satisfaction, un sentiment de contentement. Alléluia. La stabilité, la durabilité, l'équilibre dans la vie. Une personne qui est dans le bonheur, cela se manifeste par sa façon. La Bible parle, je crois, dans le Jean 3, chapitre 1, verset 2. Il y a l'homme de Dieu qui parle à l'ancien Gaius. Il dit, je désire. 3 Jean 1, je m'excuse. Je désire que tu prospères. Je désire que tu aies le bonheur. Je désire que ton entourage, tout ce qui est autour de toi prospère. C'est un désir que j'ai. Que le bonheur et la grâce t'accompagnent. J'aimerais te dire une chose. Ce bonheur dont la Bible nous parle, ce n'est pas les sentiments que nous sentons en nous-mêmes. Il ne s'agit pas de l'état de ton âme, mais il s'agit de l'esprit. Le bonheur, c'est un esprit. Alléluia. Le bonheur est un esprit. Le bonheur n'est pas ce que tu sens. Le bonheur n'est pas ce que tu manges. Non. Le bonheur n'est pas défini par ce que tu manges. Le bonheur est défini par ce que tu es intérieurement. Oh, la Bible dit, dans l'homme, c'est l'esprit. Alléluia. Dans l'homme, ce n'est pas la chair. Dans l'homme, c'est l'esprit. S'il y a un esprit de joie, tout autour de toi sera dans la joie. Tu seras capable même de dire, de contaminer ceux qui sont autour de toi. Alléluia. Parce que tu as créé cette atmosphère spirituelle de joie. Un cœur joyeux, un esprit joyeux a la capacité d'emmener la guérison. Alléluia. Une posture qui est joyeuse peut emmener la guérison. Juste parce que tu as adopté cette posture de la joie, tu sens que tu es devenu guéri. Tu vas te rendre compte un jour que j'avais cette maladie. J'ai souffert de l'estomac. J'avais tout le temps mal à la tête. J'étais tout le temps fatigué. J'étais tout le temps ceci ou cela. Mais je ne me rends plus compte de ça. Parce qu'il y a un changement de posture en toi. Il n'y a plus de crainte en toi. Parce que Dieu a déposé un esprit. Il a déposé la vie. Il a déposé un esprit en toi. L'esprit de la vie, le bonheur. Alléluia. Nous devons désirer ces choses, cet esprit, que cela nous accompagne. David a parlé, a dit que le bonheur, il a même pas, il n'a pas, il a déclaré, il a affirmé dans sa bouche, il a dit oui, le bonheur et la grâce. C'est comme si tu es en train de challenge quelqu'un qui te dit, peut-être que tu ne réussiras pas. Tu lui dis non, oui, je réussirai. Tu es en train d'affirmer, de déclarer quelque chose. Parce qu'en toi, il y a l'Esprit de Dieu. Lorsque l'Esprit de Dieu vient dans ta vie, tout ce qui sort de toi devient positif. Ta posture change. Ta façon de marcher change. Ta façon de parler change. Ceux qui avaient la tendance d'être toujours négatifs commencent à devenir positifs. Ils se rendent compte que leur langue, il y a une tournure dans la langue. La langue change. La langue devient positive. Cela nous pouvons voir encore dans Marc 7. Sûrement ce jeune homme qui n'articulait pas bien était sûrement négatif. Sa posture ne pouvait pas plaire à son entourage. Et si ça ne plaisait pas aux hommes, sûrement ça ne plaisait pas à Dieu. Il fallait que Dieu intervienne. Alors, le bonheur emmène l'équilibre dans la vie de quelqu'un. Le bonheur change ta posture. Le bonheur change ton raisonnement. Le bonheur change ta pensée. Alléluia. Alléluia. Je dis ceci, une âme qui a compris le sens du bonheur, qui a compris que son bonheur ne dépend pas du matériel, qui a compris que son bonheur ne dépend pas de la viande ou de choses. Parce que ce verset dans Proverbe 17 veut faire la différence de deux choses. Il fait la différence de ce qui est physique ou matériel, du spirituel, alléluia. De ce qui ne dépend pas des circonstances, de ce qui ne dépendent pas de nous, êtres humains, mais cela dépend de Dieu. Il dit, je préfère moi rester, vivre dans cette maison où du lundi à dimanche, il ne mange que du pain sec. Mais il y a la paix, il y a la joie dans cette maison. Parce que dans une telle maison, la guérison m'est garantie. Même si je suis malade aujourd'hui, mais parce qu'il y a cette atmosphère, il y a cet esprit, cet environnement de joie, de bonheur que nous créons tout autour de nous, cette posture positive, cela peut entraîner la guérison dans nos vies. Alléluia. Cela peut entraîner la joie. Cela peut attirer des bénédictions. C'est pourquoi David pouvait dire que ces deux choses m'accompagnent tout le jour de ma vie. Que ces deux choses, ces deux esprits soient mes compagnons. Lorsque je sors le matin, que ces deux choses, Seigneur, rassure-toi que ton esprit de bonheur et ton esprit de grâce marchent avec moi. Rassure-toi, Seigneur, que en moi, l'atmosphère, mon cœur, tout en moi a changé. Alléluia. Lorsque nous prenons une posture négative, ou nous prenons une mentalité négative, cela amène je dis que le bonheur amène la stabilité. S'il n'y a pas la stabilité, il y a l'instabilité que je voulais chercher. Alléluia. Et lorsqu'il y a l'instabilité, il y a la peur qui entre. J'aimerais que nous puissions aller dans une histoire. Matthieu 8. Nous allons lire cette histoire rapidement. Ça parle des disciples qui ont choisi une posture négative. Et regarde les choses qui sont arrivées dans leur vie. La Bible déclare à partir du verset 23. Alléluia. Il monta dans la barque et ses disciples le suivirent. Et voici, il s'éleva sur la mer une si grande tempête que la barque était couverte par les flots. Et lui, il dormait, alléluia. Jésus dormait. Les disciples en train de vivre une expérience très difficile, très effrayante, mais Jésus dort dans la barque. Alléluia. Les disciples étaient, la Bible dit, les disciples s'étant approchés, les réveillèrent et disent, Seigneur, sauve-nous, nous périssons. Alléluia. Il leur dit, pourquoi avez-vous peur, gens de peu de foi? Alors il s'éleva et menaça les vents et la mer, et il y eut un grand calme. Alléluia. Je dis ceci que la posture négative peut entraîner des circonstances négatives. Alléluia. Rappelle-toi, j'ai dit ceci, que le bonheur est un esprit. Le bonheur, il ne s'agit pas de comment tu te sens dans le cœur, mais c'est un esprit qui a la capacité de créer des circonstances, d'appeler des circonstances, des bonnes choses dans ta vie, dans ta maison, dans la vie de tes enfants. Les disciples, dans leur peur, ils ont eu une expérience. Mais dans cette expérience, la Bible dit Jésus dormait. Mais parce que déjà, au départ, déjà leur vie, leur intérieur, leur âme n'était pas comblée, n'était pas dans ce bonheur, comme je peux dire, n'était pas dans cette joie, comme je peux dire. Qu'est-ce qui est arrivé? Ils ont directement déclaré ce qui était négatif. Seigneur, nous périssons. Seigneur, nous mourons. Combien d'entre nous, lorsque nous faisons face aux problèmes, nous déclarons directement l'échec sur nous-mêmes? Tu fais face à un problème, tu dis, je ne pense pas. Ces problèmes-là, la façon dont je vois, la couleur dont je vois, la vitesse dont ce problème prend, je ne pense même pas que je saurais arriver à temps. Je ne pense même pas que je saurais vaincre ce combat. Nous déclarons des négativités à cause de notre posture intérieure, de notre mentalité, notre façon de transmettre les messages, notre langage, le message qui sort de nous. Nous le transmettons négativement. Le diable, il sait. Les circonstances qui viennent ne sont pas là pour nous détruire. Parce que nous vivons dans un monde où le diable fonctionne. Alors si déjà à l'intérieur de toi, comme j'ai parlé de Job, tu as tendance à avoir déjà peur, à te retrouver dans des situations, il te sera facile lorsque tu fais face à un problème de prendre cette posture négative, eux-mêmes de le déclarer. Alléluia. La Bible dit, lorsque Jésus a entendu leurs paroles, avant même de menacer, la Bible dit, il a d'abord déclaré sur eux. Avant de menacer le vent, avant de s'occuper de ces problèmes, avant de s'occuper de ces problèmes qui te dérangent, Jésus déclare d'abord, il dit, gens, peu de foi. Il a dit, pourquoi avez-vous peur? Pourquoi prenez-vous cette posture négative? Pourquoi prends-tu cette position qui te met dans une situation où tu ne vis que des négativités, où tu ne vis que des difficultés? Parce que si le bonheur peut appeler des bonnes choses, le malheur peut aussi appeler des mauvaises choses. Alléluia. Celui qui croit qu'il est malheureux, il invite les malheurs et des problèmes. Il y a des gens qui se déclarent malheureux. Je suis malheureuse. Il les déclare avec assurance et avec boldness. Il dit, moi vraiment en tout cas, je ne pense pas que je réussirai. Qui t'a dit que tu ne réussiras pas? Qui t'a déclaré que tu ne réussiras pas? Qui a déclaré que tu ne seras pas guéri de cette maladie? Qui a déclaré que tes enfants échoueront? Qui a déclaré qu'une circonstance négative n'arrivera pas à son terme? Qui a dit cela? Jésus a dit, gens de peu de foi, pourquoi avez-vous peur? La peur vient pour te déstabiliser. Si le bonheur amène la stabilité, si la posture que tu prends amène la stabilité, il y a des hommes et des femmes dont on les craint juste parce qu'ils ont une certaine façon de marcher. Juste sa façon de marcher te donne un message positif. Juste sa façon de placer les mots te donne un message positif. Bien que peut-être ils ne sont pas ce que toi tu vois. Mais parce que toi tu as vu ce qu'ils sont, tu te dis déjà non, cette personne, elle est plus forte que moi. Jésus a dit, gens de peu de foi, pourquoi as-tu peur? Pourquoi marches-tu dans la peur? Parce que lui t'a donné cette paix dont le monde n'a pas reçu. Alléluia. La paix de Christ garde ton cœur et tes pensées. Alléluia. Même si tu traverses les problèmes, il y a un verset de la Bible qui dit, même si tu traverses les eaux, je crois que c'est dans Ésaïe, tu ne seras pas submergé. Même si tu traverses les feux, tu ne seras pas embrasé. Ça veut dire que oui, il y aura des moments où tu vas traverser les eaux, mais parce que tu as une posture positive, les eaux ne vont pas te submerger. Tu ne vas pas t'écouler, tu ne vas pas perdre ta vie. C'est vrai, il y aura des moments où tu vas sentir comme si ça brûle tout autour de moi. Tout ce que j'ai fait, ça ne marche pas. Mais cela ne veut pas dire que ce feu que tu sens te brûlera. Change ta posture, change ta mentalité, change ta façon de transmettre les messages. Je dis qu'il y a des gens qui ont des tendances, un message positif, mais ils veulent toujours déformer les messages. Parce qu'intérieurement, eux, ils ne croient même pas à ce message-là. On leur donne une prophétie, ils disent, oui, hein, on a parlé, ils ont dit oui. Ah bon, je ne sais pas, hein. Voyons voir. Mais c'est Dieu qui a parlé pour sa vie. Mais il dit non, ah bon, je ne sais pas. Hein. C'est l'apôtre qui l'a dit. C'est l'évangéliste qui l'a dit. C'est maman et le ministre Hélène qui l'a dit. Quand est-ce que tu auras ce courage de dire c'est Dieu qui a parlé? Parce que la parole de Dieu, lorsque Dieu parle, mon frère et ma soeur, la Bible dit qu'il a la capacité d'amener les choses qui n'existent pas à l'existence. Comme si ces choses-là étaient là. Jésus a grondé après avoir réprimandé les disciples. Alors le Seigneur vient te réprimander cet après-midi. Parce que tu as trop parlé de mal de toi-même. Parce que tu as trop créé de négativité tout autour de toi pendant longtemps. Tu as négligé les faibles commencements. Il faut commencer quelque part. L'enfant ne naît pas le même jour et il ne marche pas le même jour. L'enfant naît, on le nourrit, on le suit les caca, on les lave. Mais lorsqu'il atteint une année, il commence à marcher. D'autres marchent même avant une année. Lorsque l'enfant arrive à un certain âge, il ne veut plus qu'on lui fasse manger. Il déclare même que je suis grand, je veux manger moi-même. Parce qu'il a atteint cette maturité à ce niveau-là. Et après des jours, il te dira non, laisse-moi me laver moi-même. Et un jour, il te dira, je vais aller à l'école moi-même. Je me sens capable. Alors le Seigneur vient nous réprimander cet après-midi, afin que nous changeons notre posture. Et la posture dont je parle, ce n'est pas seulement la façon dont tu marches physiquement. Je parle de cette posture interne, intérieure, de cette façon de te voir toi-même à l'intérieur, de la manière dont tu es en train de visualiser les circonstances tout autour de toi ou dans ta vie, de la façon dont tu es en train de visualiser, de voir ce que Dieu fait dans ta vie, de la façon dont tu es en train de recevoir le message du Seigneur. Est-ce que lorsque le Seigneur parle, est-ce que tu le reçois à moitié ou tu le reçois en entièreté? Parce que notre Dieu n'est pas moitié. Notre Dieu est complet. Et lorsqu'il parle, il parle dans son entièreté, dans sa gloire, dans sa puissance. Jésus a dit, je vous donne cette paix pas comme le monde. C'est moi que je donne. Alors que vos cœurs ne se troublent point. Et que vos cœurs ne s'alarment point. Parce qu'il y a eu longtemps, ça fait longtemps que vous vous êtes troublés. Ça fait longtemps que vous êtes alarmés. Mais il est temps maintenant que vous preniez cette posture qui vous positionne là où je vous vois. Tu t'es assez tourmenté. Tu t'es assez alarmé. Tu t'es assez plaint de ta situation, de ta maladie, de ton état. Tu as trop parlé mal. Dieu met des paroles positives dans ta bouche. Mais lorsque tu le fais sortir, tu le fais sortir à gauche. Alors il dit, il est temps aujourd'hui d'arrêter. Il est temps de changer ton état d'âme. Il est temps de prospérer. Parce que je t'ai appelé à prospérer. Parce que l'âme prospère. L'âme qui reçoit Christ dans sa vie, elle est appelée à prospérer. Lorsque tu reçois Jésus, ton âme est appelée à prospérer. Alors Christ dit, je n'ai pas fait un travail sous la croix, un travail pour rien. J'ai travaillé. J'ai enfanté. Jésus a enfanté des peuples et des nations. Jésus a enfanté des gens. Il t'a enfanté sous la croix, dans la douleur. Dans l'humiliation. Dans la peine. Il t'a établi. Toi qui as reçu Christ Jésus dans sa vie, dans ta vie. Il t'a enlevé de la poussière. Il t'emmène. Il te fait asseoir parmi les grands. Jésus, un grand travail. Un grand travail. Un travail du salut. Le salut de ton âme. Pour te délivrer de la mort. Pour te délivrer de tous ceux qui tourmentent ta vie. Les disciples, ils ont crié, nous périssons. Jésus, nous mourons. Si on doit mettre ça dans un langage courant. Jésus, je meurs. Seigneur, je meurs. Parce que tu es tombé, je meurs. Parce qu'il y a une situation qui est difficile. Oh, je meurs, Seigneur. C'est trop dur pour moi. Je préfère mourir. Prends-moi, Seigneur, prends ma vie. Prends ma vie, Seigneur, prends ma vie. Prends ma vie. Prends ma vie. Et si le Seigneur prend ta vie, où iras-tu? Dans cet état. Dans l'état où tu ne fais pas la volonté de Dieu. Tu penses que tu iras au ciel, comme on peut dire au paradis. Tu penses que tu auras une place auprès du Père. Si à cet instant-là où tu parles, Seigneur, prends ma vie, c'est trop pour moi. Et le Seigneur dit, ok, Dieu envoie son ange et dit, allez le prendre. Tu penses qu'à cet instant-là, toi, les bonheurs et la grâce vont t'accompagner. Nous devons cesser. Nous devons changer notre posture. Nous devons changer notre mentalité. Nous devons changer notre langage. Nous devons changer